Hey there. So for the past couple weeks, we've been kind of working on transforming the backyard. There's not a lot else you can do right now. So the first thing was to clean up literally like years of tumbleweeds because we live in the desert. And then we got the gravel pit all cleaned out. It's kind of more like a redneck sandbox because we're going to put the trampoline and stuff in there. Working on that area will be next. That's where our fire pit is, and we would like to use that a little bit more, but it's kind of ugly right now and not necessarily a ton of fun. There's a couple of really cute chairs that the previous owners left here that are actually like made out of big logs, so that's cool. And then the other project you can see is the grass. So we got everything ready and went to buy sod, and apparently you can't buy sod right now because everyone's doing landscaping projects. So we are growing our grass. It's a slow process. The other big thing we did was we put in a garden, and we didn't want to go too big. I have a tendency to do that, like go way overboard so that I burn myself out really fast, and after a couple weeks I'm like, oh my gosh, this is way more work than I want to do. Hence, you know, my 40 chickens I ordered the first time I got chickens. But we put this bed in, and I lost an argument about spacing, but half of what we have, like plants we've already sprouted or bought, are not fitting in there. So we're going to take this little triangle area here and build a couple more boxes with trellises in between them. I got that from Roots and Refuge on YouTube. She's super awesome. Literally just listen to her all day, like while I'm doing different stuff, and get tons of cute ideas and, you know, practical stuff, because there's some people that do things and you're like, oh, that looks really pretty, but doesn't actually grow food. So I am going to build some boxes. Got all my supplies here, and I'm probably gonna need some help from the husband because hammering the stakes into the ground for this box was really hard. We got really big stakes, probably bigger than we needed, but I'm gonna get everything kind of cut up and ready to go so when he gets home we can put these in. But yeah, I totally put the drill through my finger. All right, well, there she is. Not the prettiest looking box. Some of those pieces look like maybe I chewed through them, so definitely a few tips. Sawzall is not the tool you want to cut those boards. If I didn't know my husband wouldn't be here to cut them on a real saw, I would have just had my homie over at Home Depot cut them when I picked them up. So have them cut to the size. Did make a little the box a little skiwampus, but you know, it'll do. It's functional. It's not the prettiest, but it will grow some food, so that's what we're after. I did have one casualty. I drilled through my finger, so that wasn't fun. This is definitely a project that is a lot easier with two people. So when my husband and I built the big box, I could help hold those boards and make sure they stayed square while he drilled them in. One tip is, if you are doing this by yourself, start those screws into the wood instead of trying to like hold them square and drill through both boards. You kind of saw that. I turned one and put the screws in almost to where they were poking through, and then lined them up, and that was a lot easier. So the other thing you guys cannot see, I don't think, is out here where I live, we contend with these horrible gnats or salt flies. So I'm literally like eaten alive. Probably, I mean, I'm wearing shorts because it's nice and hot, but probably not gonna wear flip-flops and shorts to do the next box. All right.